I didn't know he was still alive. I give up thinking that he will even come out alive. So when my sister come with the hatchet, we're just saying we're going to take him out anyway, you know, just to do, even to perform CPR or so, but not thinking that he was still breathing. So yesterday a car went over around 9:30 to be exact. It took us like nearly half an hour to take this guy out of the vehicle. So I was doing my regular thing as usual. I come down morning time to carry out my goals, as you can see over there, right? And I happened to move away from this location. Was on my phone, then I hear the whole commotion, like something scraping on the road. You know when something is scraping? That's what I heard. I did not hear the impact when it went into the river, but I hear the scraping. So when I hear the scraping now, I turn around looking on the road. When I look, I saw the car in the water, head down, face down. So I was like, oh my God. So I was on the phone. So I said, a car went over, so I just start running, like literally just run straight here. I think I kick off my slippers right around there. Come straight on that column there. The first one, the pillow right there. Take off my pants because I had on like a couple clothes, and then I just jump off. So while I'm swimming, going toward the car, I start crying, help, 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 because I know my other sister was here, but she's around in the yard, so I don't think she'll go hear everything. So I'm calling, help, help, help. So while I reached to the car, the back part of the vehicle was still up, so you know it's sinking, and meantime it's sinking, it was drifting. The windows was up, so I started to pull the doors in case the person is inside trying to, you know, come out. Nothing. By this time now, my sister comes, so my sister is coming with a hatchet, yeah, and she's coming even slower because she's coming with the hatchet plus 2 life jackets, right? So anyway, when she finally come, like, come right here. So we started, because it was like the car, the whole body of the car is actually in the water, so it's just the back part now, you know. So that's where we could have able to use the hatchet with the impact to actually break it. So we break it now, and I mean like this was over 15 minutes, because me I said, no man, this person must be dead. When we start to break the back part of the car now, the splinters and my sister got caught, and when we look, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get through this part now, and then we look to see him and come out, and we pull him out, looking like, you know. So I was a little bit frightened. So I was like, I didn't think he was actually alive, because I'm thinking he's, you know, coming out. And then that was it. He was like being like, he can't bother, and he, you know, he was just happy in some ways, depressed. All sorts of mixed feelings was happening to him. To be honest with you, I didn't know he was still alive. I give up thinking that he will even come out alive. So when my sister come with the hatchet, we're just saying we're going to take him out anyway, you know, just to do, even to perform CPR or so, but not thinking that he was still breathing. Hey, when I took him out and I realized that he was alive, I started to hug him. Yeah, I was so happy. I was like, yes, he's alive, to everybody, because all of there was like full of people, you know. So I was like, yes, 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 and I started to hug him up. You know, I felt so happy. I think my sister said I was crying. I don't know. She said tears dropped out of me. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. But I know I was excited though, because to be honest, I was giving up, because at first when it was just me alone in the water, nothing to break the glass, I felt like I was going to give up. And then when I saw her coming, I said, what you have? She said the hatchet. So I thought she was coming with a hammer. But I was shouting, someone give me a crowbar. But nobody, everybody was just looking. Well, let me tell you, this is not the first time I actually saved somebody. I did this back in 2016. Yeah, it was nighttime though. It was 4 persons in the vehicle, and one of the person was actually trapped. You know, it was me alone again that night. It was just me alone. Long after before people came into the river and tried to give us assistance, and then I am the same person that took out that lady that, you know, that passed off. My advice to people that drive around here, please, never ask for the last time, remove your seat belt and wind down your windows. Yesterday, that was I was so upset when I got into the water to save this guy, and the windows were up. Because once the car gets into the water, the doors cannot open. If he's inside, he can't even open his own door, because then again he's panicked. But if the window is down, we can pull you through the window if you can't swim or not. And next thing, be careful. If you're afraid, if you're reckless, a lot of reckless drivers drive here. So once they reach right there, they start to overtake. May I beg when to stop. Because you can bad drive somebody and then they're like, you're not passing me, and then you end up getting to the river. And that will happen. Because if you check back into history, there was a bus coming from Ochi. You know how much, like a mini bus. And it's overtaking, he was overtaking and went right in there, so. Right exactly there. And that was a tragedy. You get me? And a lot of persons drowned that day and the driver escaped.
I know you have a daughter. Do you ensure that she can swim?
Yes, definitely. She can swim. I have 11 years old also that can swim. Actually teach them from they were young, because I almost drowned, when I was 8. So I make sure that they can swim, and they can.
Is that why you rescue people now?
Yes, because I almost drowned, and if my mother wasn't watching me that day, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
How you felt seeing your sister out there all alone trying to save this man's life?
Oh, well, I don't know if I answer to that now, but we always brave and try to help people out there. So we know she always do that. She love to do that, She love to go. I'm proud of her, man.
What motivates you to keep saving people? What motivates you to keep saving people?
Nothing really, just, life saving, and I feel proud to do all these things, save life and all, you know what I say? Yeah, feel proud because, when you save a life, it's just another life living all the way. When you lose a life, I just stress all the way.
Yeah, because when persons go over there and we feel so disappointed in ourselves, so they're right here and make that happen. It's like it's our fault,
Sure.
So when we save them, we feel proud, we feel good. But I would really like for persons that we save out here, please to come back and even ask us, Please do that. We have one person out of so many that we have saved have come back, and you all know who he is, Jermaine. What is his name again?
Yeah, Jermaine.
Jermaine.
My last name, but it's
Jermaine
only
Scottish. He's the only person that has come back to show gratitude to the 2 divers that saved him, that was coming from work just in time. So that's one of the main things I would like, because we saved 3 young men out here and they have not returned. We don't know if they're still shocked, but we love you guys to just come back and tell us thanks. That's all.